Hey there, I am Crimulus, and this is my songwriting breakdown series where I take the recording of a stream where I wrote a song and I break it down into a shorter video and add a little commentary for you to listen to. Today's, the stream was a lot longer. It took me a while to do. Turns out I've already done the performance of this accidentally, got ahead of myself and added this song to the last performance video I released, but that's okay. This is a song called Loss. I like it because it's in 5/4 time, has some cool high note melodies in it. That I've really enjoyed doing more lately with my voice. And I wrote this song on February 22nd, 2025, just in case you're way in the future and that's not obvious. So let's get into the video and see how it went down. Starting soon screen. That's a chord I used in a different song a long time ago. It's like, I don't use that one very much. Let's try it. That one, something like that. I really like this progression. I didn't end up using it this day though. Well, that's it. Song's done. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know what that flicker was. Professional video editor. I need to find some volunteer things. I just need to get out of the house. Could write a lot of songs about that alone. That's too something. I don't know. It's pretty, but it's what I used. Sort of changed it slightly, but not a lot. We do a 5 today, a 5/4 time. So the interesting thing is, I love 5 beat time. Let me try that. I haven't done a 5 beat song in a while. The interesting thing is that is essentially those same chords that I was playing in the beginning. They're up 2 half steps, and slightly different voicings and picking and whatnot. But it never really occurred to me that that's what it was live. Something how that works. I just go with what happens. Pretty, but it's really not evoking anything lyrically for me. I'm liking the 5, just because I haven't done that in a while, and I really I love that flowing that. My favorite, I think. Favorite meter, 5. It's just such an underutilized time. I don't know if I want to go straight up sad. What sounds like ding dada? Wingdings are tasty, I like them with sauce in the morning and in the evening. Genius. Wink dink. Let's not say wink dink. God, it's really pretty. I just it's kind of reflective. That's the name of the song. Old, irrelevant, alone. OIA. Clearly was feeling a bit down this day. That's lots of days. Best viewers on stupid ass bots. Hey, when you get a case of ass bots, I know. At least I'm having fun. I just really love 5 beat timing. I really do. I'd write everything in that if I could. If I like that or not. That was common this day. I just played the chords a lot. It took a long time to get inspiration. That's why the stream was so long. I'm already 45 minutes in. I have no lyrics.
Something you play at night while burning incense. Yeah, I mean, it could just be instrumental. Maybe today I'm writing an instrumental. I just like, and maybe it can be that easy. I can just put like really simple words to it.
That's always a lofty goal of mine. Just simple words. I never do it, but I think about it a lot.
Yeah, something. There's something there. Unless I just hum. I'd like to say if I could just get like a word in the. So thinking about the thing that you said is one thing that came out when I was just singing there, but I don't think that's what I want this song to say. But it's a rhythm I can maybe work with. Thinking about the thing that you said. Thing about the things that you say.
This is a good lesson. It's not one that I'm teaching new to anyone, but it is easier to edit than to create. So it's hard to get that first word out or first line out. And sometimes it's better just to get something. Then you can edit, right? You can change it and maybe throw it away altogether, but it's just easier once you have something. At the same time, it's very hard to get that first one out sometimes.
I like the thing about. I do really like the idea of it being like fragments. Not that it would stand out, because the thing with songs is like they're already kind of fragments anyway. Almost every song, like the very few other than folk country songs, which kind of tell a story, even then they're sort of like evoking things beyond the words themselves, which I guess every sentence does that to some degree, but
Getting
bumper and
philosophical.
tailpipe. I don't know if I could write a 5/4 country song.
I'm going to do this. That grooves. It's awesome. Be awesome.
Yeah, extra wheel blades.
I don't know what I was doing here. I just left it in.
No, but you just don't. There's just not as much 5 as you would think as being as approachable as I feel like it is. You groom dogs in 5/8 inch. Nice. All right, I forgot what I was doing before that. I like that. I've been thinking about the way the you keeps wanting to work in there, but that's probably just because it's easy. Thinking about my didgeridoo. God, I'm an hour into the stream already.
I'm going to get a real didgeridoo.
I don't have anything. It's like spending forever with somebody, but it's like, well, forever is not as long as it used to be, you know. It is kind of a dreamy sounding thing. Maybe I had a dream about you. Ooh.
I think that's really pretty. I really like that.
Ooh, I was talking to my therapist about this the other day. Well, not just her. I'm talking to a lot of people about like your world, like your identity gets disrupted. You know, especially when someone close to you, especially. They're in your past.
Talking about death here.
Your future is not really defined or guaranteed anyway. You might have plans to go to a concert or do something, or like there's rituals you do every year and things like that. You have phone calls and you lose those things, but you didn't actually have them yet to begin with. So it could be something about that. Like the thing about the things that you lose. Always. Is they were always. Is they always. All right. Rhyming dictionary, here we come. Always. What are some other...
Takes me a long time to flesh that out.
And the holidays. The thing about the things that you lose is they were always. So I need to say the thing about the things that you lose is like, so I forgot to get to this point before, but like essentially from a person, back to someone dying, like you still have everything you always had from that person to that point. Everything, right? You only have their memory. You never have had anything else. And everything beyond that is just potential. And again, unless you're sitting with him right that second, you never lose that, right? Until you die, or I guess if you lose your cogence or whatever. But they were always switchblades in the fall rain. That's a metaphor right there. Wait. It's a long wait. That line has to be in here. Think about the things that you lose, that they're always with you.
That kind of works, but what I come up with later, I think
sounds too. But that's the idea. They're always there. They're still always there. That's not bad. Think about the things that you lose, that there's still always there. All right.
Casting a spell.
If you think about the next thing you'll do, if you think about the next thing you'll do, it's a long wait. Does that make sense? You think about the thing. If you think about didgeridoos once a week, you might be criminals. At least once a week. If you're thinking about the next thing we'll do, prayer. If you think about the next thing we'll do, it's a long wait. A prayer. Oh, that kind of works. Okay, that can be one more line is all we're gonna need. So we've used long wait, crossways, stargaze, holidays, more days, small gains. Think about, cut out, tip it out. Or maybe aloud. If you sing aloud, no. Ring it out, fling about, fling around. If you sing around, bring about.
I'm trying to show more of this kind of brainstorming that I do. It's hard to find the right moments to in a condensed format because it just happens so sporadically and consistently throughout a stream. But there's a lot of this, brain racking and just kind of like turning off the control valve on your brain and letting things pour out and picking something that then ends up sounding good or just miraculously is brilliant or whatever like that. And I hope that's insightful because that's what happens. Not that this song is necessarily all that amazing, but they all come the same way. So if they are amazing, it's most likely going to have come through this exact same process. And I really like to show that when I can.
You're thinking about the next thing we'll do. It's a long way, a prayer. I like that, right? That actually sells the point exactly, right? It's saying it's not guaranteed. I like that. It's pretty indirect and it obviously works for the song, even though playing this in time is going to be a pain in the ass bots. But when you've been allowed the things you've been allowed, so how do you say that rhymes with ooh? When you've been allowed, like the fall rains. How do I say, like, when you've, I don't know what that first line is going to be, but when you've been, like, given an opportunity, there's a word. There has to be a word that works. I'm going to read through every single one of these.
I even said it before, but
play through it again just because I need to kill time. Dare. Maybe dare. Dare.
Over dare.
Think about.
West Virginia coming out.
Like a think about. Think. What's the thing like you debate in your head? A dilemma that rhymes with choose. When life brings about a pickle. When life hands you a didgeridoo to make lemonade. Exactly, that old expression. Everyone knows that one. When life brings about a mixed bag of poo. When life brings about a boomerang duck. That's right. When life brings about a thing you'd refuse, maybe. When life brings about a thing you'd refuse, like the fall rains. There. Does this make any sense? The thing about the things that you lose is they're still always there. If you're thinking about the next thing we'll do, it's a long wait, a prayer. When life brings about a thing you'd refuse, like the fall rains. There.
So I want to call out one thing that I did here with the rhyming. I like to have some symmetry in lots of different ways. It doesn't always have to manifest this way, but if you see those the three lines, there's the thing about, if you're thinking about. So when I know I've repeated that word, I feel like from a poetic and a lyrical standpoint, it's important to maintain that motif. I guess it would be called a motif. So I wanted to say about again. So the thing about, thinking about, and it'd be great to have another word like thin about, but like I couldn't come up with something, but bring about at least has that in, and so that's an intentional sort of internal rhyme in a way in the song. When life brings about a thing you'd refuse, I had to really sort of shoehorn those words in there. They do make sense, but maybe there's a little bit something better I'll come up with over time. But that pattern is really important, and I think it's really useful if you're writing songs to focus on things like that, because it helps relate the words to people's brains, even if the rest of the words don't make perfect sense, or you don't necessarily see how they make sense fully.
I mean, it reads kind of like an inspirational t-shirt. That's good enough for me. You make sense of that? I mean, I think that it works really well as a poem. It's a beautiful ending. I will never play this correctly, but I'm going to try like hell. I don't like cutesy names to songs, but I feel it's important that the name makes sense to it. Anyway, for now, it's Grief. That would have been okay as a, like, I just need a demo, but I feel like I can do a little bit better than that. I need to practice that last one. When life brings about a thing you'd
I don't get distracted.
Chasing the clouds away.
Copyright strike.
On our way, all right, let's try we'll try another take. I'm gonna look at the clock this time. We'll do it at 2:04:30.
Fast forward.
Close freaking enough.
I say that a lot.
A little over 2.5 minutes. Whatever. I don't know whether I think that's any good or not, but I shall accept it for what it is, just like if it were a child. And I'm tired. It's crazy how much difference there is between a 2-hour songwriting stream, especially one where I have to work so friggin' hard. Might not seem like working hard, but man, it's taxing.
Can be.
Yeah, so that's done. That's a song called Grief, or maybe I'll call it something else. For now, it's called Grief. Thank you for hanging out with me today. You're awesome.
And there you go. That's the writing of what I'm now calling loss. Grief just doesn't work for me. Loss still doesn't work. To me, this is actually some kind of requiem. But I have a song that I've never really publicized it, but it's called Imminent Requiem. That's that. I hope you enjoyed that process. I really like reviewing these myself. I know I say that a lot. It's nice to kind of go back and actually analyze how I'm doing stuff. It's like watching, film tape of playing sports. Sure, you're the one out there, but looking at yourself in retrospect and from a different perspective, sometimes you learn a lot about what you're doing, and it can help you improve. And I don't know exactly what I'm going for with this series, other than sharing my process and my songs, but maybe it'll help you improve too. That'd be awesome. But as always, let me know what you like, don't like about videos. Click the subscribe, do all those things that I don't actually care all that much about, but it'd be great to have your support. Otherwise, I do my live streams every day with a concert, and every weekend I do a songwriting stream. So if you're there, I'll see you in one of those. Otherwise, if I don't see you, I won't see you. Or that's all I got.